from the 48. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
That is a DB's best phrase, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Here's a throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up fourth down. Ryan Stonehouse on the punt. His first effort went 47 yards. Brock looks to have a little more into this one. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Now we're going to have a stoppage after that return. Looks like somebody was shaken up on the play. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. By a man, and now he's in the clear. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Now about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. Big shot to begin the drive, has him up beyond the 40. Going to the ground again on first. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run in crossing that first down marker.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. That one ends up a gain of 6. And that's good for a Bills first down.
No, it's not a running back, but it's a receiver carrying across the market, Kate. I'm not even calling this a trick play anymore. It's about maximizing your resources and your asset, and this receiver shows you he can be a tool as a running back.
On first down, Allen. Completed over the middle. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Brought down by Julian Blackman.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Throw left side, complete. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Brought to a halt by C.J. Mosley. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
He had all the distance and just enough accuracy to send it through. And they come away with some points on that series.
You know disc golfers, Kate? Yeah, I'll go to disc golfers. They sometimes give the basket a hug if an errant putt hits but still goes in. You may want to go give the goalpost a hug after this game. It took a friendly redirect off the upright to make that field goal good.
First and 10 now from the 30. Airing it out to start this drive. Into the hands of Garrett Wilson. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
They give on 2nd to Hall. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. That's the end of our first quarter. 3 more to go still on Monday night. It's a 2-score game early. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Jets football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Hall there to haul it in. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Offense up to the line fast. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Hauled in left side. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you, and there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
First time this game they've looked to him. And that makes it 3rd down. Man in motion here. They'll throw on 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that'll bring up 4th down. Online, but not enough juice. It's no good short. And the deficit remains 2 scores.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10.
Hey, home. Go.
Hand off to the back. And he's able to get this down to the 36. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Go.
1st and 10. Here's Allen. Complete out to the right. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Go.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Completed to his running back. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
Here's a give up the middle. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Hey, home. What's that?
Working from the gun, it's Allen. This throw is caught. And he almost gets to the 5. He goes out at the 6.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Hey, tight. What's that?
Allen to throw on 3rd and 1. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So they're going to have to evaluate things now on 4th and short.
Stop.
They'll run for this. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. They only needed a couple, and that is what they got. Not the most impressive gain, but a big one as they get the first.
Look out!
Another carry for him. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. Nothing doing that time, and it leaves them on 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Slot man in motion right. Oh, surprise gift to the receiver near the goal line. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. Only a yard that time. A defensive stand brewing here, and it brings up 3rd and goal.
Well, you call that play to surprise the defense, try to get to the goal line. But a quick adjustment by the defense, well, it kept him in position to make the stop and ruin that play.
3rd and goal for Allen. Looking touchdown, but can't connect. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And now it's decision time on 4th and goal. The Bills will turn to their kicker, Tyler Bass, for the field goal try. Angling this one in from the right hash, the challenge here. Amendola able to put it through. And special teams convert to get them a little something out of that possession.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They're going play action. Able to hit home, complete. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Working quickly here. So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Back to throw. Throw is there, Trey McBride. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Play action on 1st down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And it's going to be 2nd down. He may have taken away that quick slant look easy there, Brock, even in zone coverage.
Yeah, it is not an easy route to stop, and you have to have tremendous eyes. I talked to you, Kate, and everybody about anticipation as a quarterback. It's the same thing for a cornerback in zone. He anticipated that route. It's Johnny on the spot.
And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. It's a gain of 12 there. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down. It's the 2-minute warning now from Highmark. And it's the Jets who have 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, a gift to home. And they get him down after a quality pickup to about the 36. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
State, pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on third down. Setting up a throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they get this down to the 28. They gain 14 on the play. And it'll give the Jets a first down. He'll throw it. That's complete to Wilson. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. This is reeled in by Wilson. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play. So Buffalo's going to call it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. They'll throw it again. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
How's your block shedding out there, boys? Because they need to get through some blocks to hang that screen up quickly. And they were Johnny on the spot.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1.
Here we go. Smash, smash.
He tries to sneak it. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Jets make it a 1-score game before halftime. They broke out the design run for him there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, hey, QB, do your thing, get a 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
Has this at the 6. Returns looking good so far. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive.
Half 10. What's that?
Allen now on 1st down. Hits his running back. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. Offense in the hurry up here. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. This return starts at the 5. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line.
Oh, there's no question about it, Kate. That just infuses everybody. A little more bounce into your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to pay off your special teams that sets you up for success.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
What's that?
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they had that one contained right at the line. Wrapped up on that play by big Quinnen Williams. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
What's that?
Pressure coming, it's Allen. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
What is that?
Back to throw now, Allen. He has the first over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Half 85, half 85. We go.
Right up the gut. And he's able to work this down to the 41. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now.
Monday. We go.
From the 41. And he's taken down at the 30. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Bills first down.
They've run this 12-yard hot route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Oh, that was teaching tape right there.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Back at the 33-yard line.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
56, 56. What's that?
From the shotgun, it's Allen. This one falls incomplete.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
What's that?
Allen gonna throw again. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge game. Man, that is a sound every kicker dreads. I really thought it had a chance to sneak in, but instead, it's rejected by the upright.
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Man in motion out of the slot. They start the half with a give to Hall. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Fits it through the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They motion the slot man right. To throw here on 1st down. Firing one deep, and the defender comes away with it. And the Bills get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
Alert, alert, alert! What's that?
On first down, Allen. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. That's Julian Blackmon. And the Jets get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, they had the advantage for a moment, Brock, but turns out that is all just that moment because they throw an interception and give the ball right back.
And for once, both coaches on both sidelines are preaching the same message. Take care of the ball. Not often you see back-to-back plays end in interceptions, and we're right back to where we were just a couple moments ago.
And they bring him to a stop with this run, gets him into the red zone down to the 15. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3. Throwing from the gun. The throw is caught. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. A gain of 5, Brock, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the 1st down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
Pass play on 1st and goal. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the pressure drives them backwards.
Yeah, that's what I call an absolute no-no. I mean, that just can't happen down here in the red zone. You've got to find a way to get rid of the football because now you're not only outside the red zone and you put some points that you thought were a guarantee with either a touchdown or field goal, now a little bit in limbo.
And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. So now, here's 3rd and goal. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. He's on the move. And he will score. It's a New York touchdown. The Jets pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
What's that?
Allen on the play action. Buying some time right. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Jets are going to take over after the interception.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Little off center. His man just couldn't adjust to it. That one intended for Trey McBride. And now it's 2nd down.
The offense not shy about sending them downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Cut out left. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's able to take this down to the red zone. He stopped at the 17.
That's just a good play to mix up what you're doing and keep that defense guessing. The execution, That's pretty well done, too, creating the space for a solid pickup.
From the gun, it's Hall. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
You know what I like about a second and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
Wilson's got it. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the game, but boy, Brock, what a shot.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Throwing on 2nd and 6. This throw is caught. And he's tackled for a short gain.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the two defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
Only 1 quarter remains in our final game of the week. That's the end of the 3rd. The Jets have it with a lead to start the 4th, but the win's not secure quite yet. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Kaimi Fairbairn on now as we see how he handles this moment. Pretty automatic, and his kick is blocked. Picked up and on the move now inside through the defense he goes. Room to burn. Reaches the 40. Hits the 20. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills take a 4th quarter lead. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
So here comes a big play. Bills alert. Going for 2.
Alert, alert, alert. Look out.
Allen looking to throw this. And he gets into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. That puts them in a much better spot now. Up 7 here in the 4th. Bass now to kick this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Hall running between the tackles. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 38. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Third and 4 coming up now.
Let's go now.
Pass play coming here. Finds the in route complete. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line.
Caught by number 11.
It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
First down, New York.
Back to throw. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Second and 10 now. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You know, so often we talk about speed offensively, right? We love receivers that can run. Well, that was a perfect example of how speed kills you defensively. A hurried throw almost ended an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack. Speed's the difference.
Third and long for him here. And he will score. Touchdown, New York! The Jets now trail by just a point in the fourth. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the fourth. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes McKenzie. Good looking return here, and he's got room. It's an excellent return, but he gets popped at the end of it.
Hey, maybe in the end this return just gets lost in the shuffle when we recap things, Kate. But you surrender a lead in the fourth quarter and you feel that momentum being lost. That's exactly what excellent special teams do. They turn it around. It's why that third phase is coached and coached and coached, because you never know when your opportunity may arise. What a great return to begin this drive.
Launches one deep downfield. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Working from the gun, it's Allen. Completed to his running back. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm, and a nice little gain on top of it.
Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. New set of downs for him from the 46.
Middle.
To throw again, it's Allen. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes, incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. So it'll be second down.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level.
Alert!
They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
Hits his running back. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
You just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the first down.
Room to run inside the 20. And he's taken down just in time at the 2. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, let's give them a little love right here, okay? They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
motion. And in, touchdown, Buffalo. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned. That's 6 in the end.
Bass now to kick this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They start the drive with Hall. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Slot man motioned over. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. Just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
He's trying to push the field. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that's just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Running back sent in motion. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. He's trying to go deep again. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Buffalo. Bills leading by 7. Second and 6 coming up here. Back-to-back carries here. And he got what he could there, only to the 14. So after the 2-minute warning, another stoppage here. The defense is calling time. 1:55 to go. And it's a nickel look from the Jets. 3rd down. Back to the well again. And he's brought down for a loss. Now we get another stoppage here. Just 1:52 remaining. The defense burns a timeout. Amendola able to put it through. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
Best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. And when they can make it a 2-score game and be clutch when it matters, these are the moments they live for.
And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Buffalo 18. Here we go. Go.
Back now, pressure on its way. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. It's a pickup of 11. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down. Pass play now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And they'll try to build on that big stop.
There is no question this defense has risen to the occasion of prime time tonight. There's also no question that this is a window into the kind of beating quarterbacks can take when you can't protect him. He's going to have to use all week to get his body right to hopefully hit the field next week.
Now on 2nd and 10. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
To throw here on 1st down. Throw right side, and McBride has it. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Timeout called by the Jets. That's their final one. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Let's go now.
Now looking to throw. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down. One final shot here. And this won't affect the outcome, but a positive note to end it as he scores as time expires. The Jets make it a 4-point game here in the 4th. So 6 points at the buzzer, Brock, but 0 effect on our final outcome.
Yeah, I get that, but I'll tell you what, that'll be one of the first plays they watch in the film room this coming week. Like you said, they lose whether that's scored or not, but Coach will always emphasize effort on the field. And reaching that end zone to end an already decided game, that is effort with a capital E.
And he won't reel it in, but wouldn't get them the win anyway. Instead of a 1-point loss, it's going to stay at 3. So the roar of Bills Mafia, it's a win for their guys in Buffalo. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. It's a win for the Bills as we say so long from Buffalo.